welcome back. Thank you for coming back to us with Recycle Love with ARF. We're now with Resse. Resse was adopted from us last year by Jason Mann, and Resse is a therapy dog at Brandon Nursing and Rehab Center. Tell us a little about when you adopted Resse and when you decided he would maybe make a good rehab dog.
Well, I came into PetSmart and was looking, just really kind of looking around to see what kind of dogs ARF had to provide, you know, or what they had. And I saw Resse. He was very unusual, so it caught my eye almost instantly. And I was talking to some of the ARF workers, and they were telling me about Resse and was talking about how smart he was. And I was like, well, does he know any tricks? And they said, yeah, he knows how to sit verbally and non-verbally with hand gestures, and he was already potty trained. I was like, perfect. He's already done the hard work for me. So I was like, and they told me it was very easy to train him. So I was like, I just took their word for it, and I was like, well, you know, maybe this is the dog for us. And I did have in mind that he would be a facility dog for us, and to bring joy to the residents that we have.
When he first started out here, what were some of the things that you did to help train him to be a therapy dog?
Well, what we did first was just kind of get him acclimated to the facility, because it's an unfamiliar territory with Resse, and we just wanted to take him around and let him visit with some of the residents and see how comfortable he was around the residents. And when we decided to train him, it just kind of came natural, because he would take just a couple of few treats and a couple of commands and hand gestures, and he was just really just rolling along with it. He was actually training me faster than I was training him.
Let's talk about some of his tricks. Can you show us some of the tricks that he does for how he entertains and some of the stuff he can do?
Sure, I can show you. Come here, Resse. You ready? Sit. Good boy. Shake. High five. Lay down. Roll over. Good boy. Spin. Good boy. Come here. Good boy. I'll tell you what, sit. Watch. Here's one that was very hard for me to teach him. Leave it. Leave it. And he leaves it like it. This is very good, so when he's in the dining rooms, we'll tell him not to pick up any food. Come around here. Okay. This is very important. Over here. He normally doesn't forget either. All right, Resse, come here. Sit. Let's see, what else? Let's do a big one for you, okay? Leave it. Come here. Stay. Leave it. Okay. Good boy.
Yay! That's fantastic.
Good boy. All right, that's just a few tricks that he knows, but be happy to get back with you. Come here. Resse, come on here.
That is wonderful. You are quite the talented boy. And what are some of the duties that Resse has here at the center?
What we do is I take Resse around. We have 4 units, and we just kind of go around the units and visit with some of the residents. We have residents with all types of diagnoses, and he benefits all of them, whether they have a diagnosis of Alzheimer's or dementia, or just here with no issues. And they see Resse and they get real happy and smile. And we have some residents that don't talk, and sometimes when they see Resse, they start to become real talkative.
Oh, wonderful.
So he really kind of brings them out of their shell, and he knows it, and he gets real excited, and he likes performing. So he gets a lot of treats when he comes to work, and it's a good experience for Resse, for us, and the staff loves him, the residents love him, and if they don't see him, they ask about him all the time.
He's got his own office here, doesn't he?
He does have his own office. We've been doing some rearranging, and he has his own little office, and
his own badge, so he can.
Right.
Well, Resse, where are you going? He has his own badge for his name tag.
Right.
To work here.
Come here, sit. Good boy. The staff, yeah, he's just like one of us. The staff enjoy him. The matter of fact, when the staff sees Resse with his name badge on, they says, "Oh, how much is he getting paid?" They want to know if he's getting paid more than they are.
Kibble.
So.
Paid with kibble.
Right. He works for his food. So he does. We actually have put him on the calendar. He does magic shows or tricks and stuff, and he does well. I mean, he knows probably about 15 commands, and it took me probably less than you know, 2.5 hours, 2 hours at the most to teach him those commands. And it's just doing those commands over and over every day. We just kind of revisit. He knows them. And I think he just likes to do them for the treat. So.
Yeah. A lot of people think that a dog that's trained for therapy for working with people with needs, they need to buy a bred dog for it, or a dog that's started out as a puppy being trained specifically for that line of work and not being a pet as well. And I think this shows. I appreciate you letting us show him on this program, because this shows that any dog can be trained to do this sort of work, and it makes a big difference in lives. And he brings a lot of happiness and sunshine to a lot of people that wouldn't ordinarily have that. And so, I appreciate you giving him this opportunity to be a part of the life here at the center.
Well, we definitely appreciate him. He is. If we could do it all over again, we would not have done anything differently. He's definitely a joy to the staff, to the residents. So he's actually good for the whole facility. I mean, for everybody. We have a lot of the staff that come and might be having a stressful day, and they might come by just to visit Resse and just to pet him, rub on his head. He's always willing to be pet, and if they have any treats, he'd love to have the treats too.
Someone once told me that working with a dog brings down your stress level by the equivalent of 5 Valiums. But he's a wonderful, wonderful dog, and this is one of our rescues from last year. He was found with his siblings in a box out on a country road. They were all about 4 or 5 weeks old when somebody picked him up and brought him to us, and his life's changed dramatically and tremendously, and we appreciate you giving him a home and giving him a chance with a really great life. And
well, thank you. I really appreciate y'all coming out here and doing a follow-up on Resse, and it's been our pleasure.
So we'll be right back. Thank you for joining us with Recycle Love with ARF, and we'll be back in a few minutes.